What's your most embarrassing sex story? My girlfriend and I went on a picnic by canoe out to an island where there would have been no one around for at least a few kilometers. Long story short, she starts giving me a blowjob, which went on for a few minutes until I start to hear a strange noise getting louder. All of a sudden a search and rescue helicopter flies over the tree line and comes to a stop above us. It stayed there for a few seconds before turning around and flying back in the direction it came from. My GF and I suffered through a 9-month long-distance relationship, and one time after a long travel day to see her, I was going down on her. Well, jet lag hit me pretty hard and I fell asleep, face down in between her legs. Once dated a chef. One night when he made dinner he went way too heavy on the cayenne pepper to season the chicken with his bare hands. If you see where this is going. Later things get steamy and within 2 seconds of him fingering me, I jump up screaming in pain as it feels like someone opened up the gates of hell in my vag. I spent the next hour hovering over the bidet naked while flushing out my area with milk, and we're laughing about it until his roommate decides to open the bathroom door without knocking and just stares at us. Was home for summer from college. My neighbor and I had been secretly hooking up for a little bit, and she had been over a few days before when my parents were gone. Came home one day, and my mom was staring daggers at me. She said, "You have a mess to clean up, because I'm not doing it." I had no clue what she was talking about. Then she said to go look under the dining room table. Underneath it was a used condom that I had thrown into the bathroom trash can wrapped in toilet paper. My dog thought it would be cool to bring it downstairs and chew on it under the table. Drunk at a house party, blowing my high school boyfriend in his very messy room. Gag reflex starts kicking in pretty hard. I've got a bunch of semen in my mouth. The room is dark and I'm stumbling over junk on the floor when I lose balance, struggling not to hurl. After swimming 6 Keystone Lights from my throat going into overload, I had my hands over my mouth. I didn't catch myself before impact. Smacked the bridge of my nose into a dresser drawer knob, bloody it, and effectively shoot a mix of blood and semen out of my face. Out of some weird place inside me, I usually laugh when I get hurt in some dumb way, like I am my own personal episode of Jackass, but it's in first person. Boyfriend hit the lights and sees me giggling on the floor using my t-shirt to wipe my face off. He was not laughing in the slightest. Or the time I accidentally tangled my leg in a sheet, pulled to free myself, and kicked a guy square inches the nards. That was pretty bad. Was going hard on her when I heard the bug-out guy spray my windows. I thought the curtains were closed, so I kept going at it. They weren't. She threw up on my dick twice because she decided to ignore her gag reflex. We're married now. Edit. Twice as in on 2 different occasions, not in one sitting. Post edit. I will bet my pubic hair that this will end up in some TTS Reddit video. It just did. Tried to pick a girl up and lay her down on the bed. Failed miserably. It was dark. We were slightly drunk. Slammed her head onto bedside table and knocked her out. 15 years later, she still sends an occasional selfie wearing a helmet. We were staying with my boyfriend's family for Christmas. It was my first time meeting them. The second night of our stay, I sneaked out of my boyfriend's room with only his big hoodie on after sexy times to pee. His mother was standing behind the toilet door when I came out and said, "You know, these walls are very thin. Anyway, you want something to eat?" Thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe, subscribe for more.